So Sean and Sam have done an amazing job of pulling the engine out of the GR, ready for me to do my bit and get this engine built. There's so many things to do as well when you're building the engine. Not only have you got to keep everything nice and clean, you've got to measure, you've got to assemble, you have to take your time. It's so important. So we're making really good progress. It's all coming together. The work, the effort and everything that we've done to prepare to build this engine is making my life a lot easier. Almost there. We have nearly put this engine together. We've still got some bits to do, but this thing is going together like an absolute dream. Man, there is so many nuts and bolts when you build these engines. Luckily, I kept everything all in order so that when I could put the engine back together again, I knew exactly where they all come from. Now, this is like my 5th or 6th engine that I've built from these GR Yarises, and I'm starting to know where every single nut, bolt, washer, where it all goes now. You know, little studs which are slightly longer than the other stud, but now we're getting there and this engine's coming together really nice. Any GR Yaris that is having a power upgrade must have captains and springs. you have it. The engine is built. It's also built, it's on its stand, the gearbox is on, the wiring loom's on, and it's ready to go back up into the car, marrying the two together with its forged pistons, forged rods, new turbo, bigger injectors, Calford cams, Calford springs, AirTech Motorsport intake manifold, all the bells and whistles that you need to do 500 horsepower in your GR Yaris. It's ready to go back in the car, and then let's go on to the dyno and do some tuning and some testing, and let's see how far we can push the turbo, push this engine, and see if it'll make that 500 horsepower out of the 1.6 3-cylinder GR Yaris. We are out in Phil's GR Yaris. This is the best bit for me. After stripping the engine, rebuilding the engine, doing the dyno work, doing the tuning, I get the opportunity to actually experience all of the work that goes into the cars out on a test drive, just to make sure that they are good, that I'm happy, and I'm happy to hand over the cars back to Phil or customers that have spent the money, trusted us to build them a car, and this one is quite special. That is what I'm going to say. So with this car, we wanted a OEM plus. So plus is what can we do to make the car feel like stock but have 500 horsepower. So the proof in the pudding is in the eating, and I know all of you guys where that comes from. That comes from Jamie from Officially Gassed, and I am out testing this car and seeing how well and seeing how good it performs, and I have to report it is a special car. So we'll get to the nitty-gritty parts of it. This isn't on a full frame turbo kit. This is on an Artec Sports 400 turbo kit. So that is a turbo kit that is OEM fitment with stainless lines, stainless oil return, stainless feed. It's got basically all OEM fitment stuff, including the manifold looks like an OEM part. The turbo is a 550 Garrett core in their own housing, and it all fits like stock. So there's very minimal work to get this turbo to work. It's on AirTech Stage 3 intercooler, oil cooler, the normal bits that you would do to try and get this power, but 500 horsepower. It made 431 wheel horsepower, and we haven't lost any response at all over a stock car. All we have done is gained everywhere, like not just like gained at the top, we have gained from the moment you put your foot down all the way to rev line at 8,000 RPM. The other is super impressive thing about this car and about this package and about this engine build. So this has got Nitto rods, Nitto pistons, Calford cams and springs. It's on A cams. Obviously you've seen me assemble this engine, and it makes 285 wheel horsepower at 1 bar of boost. 1 bar of boost. It makes more power than what this engine and turbo as a stock form makes at 1.6 bar. So that is how good this thing is. The response is nuts. So it doesn't matter what gear you're in, you just touch the throttle and away it goes. So I'm just cruising, 3rd gear, 30 miles an hour, put my foot down, and it absolutely rips. It absolutely rips. This is no ethanol, just pump fuel. So we're not doing anything spicy with a fuel system or anything like that. It is the stock fuel hat and hanger, just with our modifications at the front of the engine, all of our special secret sauce stuff, and it makes 430 wheel horsepower. I mean, that is nuts. I mean, you tell me. We've got an OEM plus car here. It makes 430 wheels, so 500 horsepower. It's on a stock gearbox, obviously balanced, and it feels super smooth, super silky. And I just want to enjoy it because it is like absolutely crazy. It is so fast and so responsive. Do you want to know the other thing about this car that I'm going to let you into the secret here? This car, as it's set up, how it is now, is running a 5-inch bore 200 cell catalytic converter that goes through an MOT. So not only can you have your cake, you can have your cake and eat it, because you don't have to do any modifications for an MOT. You don't have to decat it to get the power. We've used a really high flow, high quality 5-inch bore cat to still allow the engine to flow the power, and you can just go and take it for your normal MOT. So this car has got everything. It's an OEM plus car. It drives like a stock car. We've lost no power, no response. All we've done is gained, and it goes through an MOT just like a normal GR Yaris. So there you go. There is your 500 horsepower GR Yaris OEM plus. What more can I say? It is crazy. And if you were in this car, you wouldn't think that it's been modified at all. There's no vibration, there's no noises, there is nothing. It just drives like a stock GR Yaris, but with 500 horsepower. It just feels like I've got an exhaust on it, which it has. It's got a 3-inch full exhaust system on it, but that is it. That's how the car feels to me. The clutch is light, the throttle map's good, the steering's sharp, the 4-wheel drive system works just like it does normally, but you get heaps of power and loads of wheel spin. I mean, it's savage. It is so savage. So Phil, I think you're going to have a lot of fun with this car. You need to report back to me how happy you are with this package, so that everybody else could jump on board and basically build similar cars to this, because without a full frame turbo, you put a big full frame turbo on it, we've got problems with downpipes cracking, you've got problems with fitment, there's problems with oil return lines not fitting correctly. This package, I say, it's all stainless steel lines, so it's going to last forever. The engine is going to do 200,000 miles. It's got everything. So I mean, what else can you want? This is the package, before a full frame turbo kit. If you want any more power than this, there is going to be a special turbo developed. Oh wow, that is so good. I can't believe this sort of stock gearbox and I'm just rowing through gears. It is absolutely insane. What an insane car. So Mike has done an amazing job mapping it. Lee's done an awesome job of speccing it. I've done my job of building an engine that is so crisp, so clean, so smooth, so balanced. Just, it's got everything. And to drive like this and have 500 horsepower out of your 1.6 3-cylinder engine, and to still have the longevity, the life, the enjoyable factor with these cars. But should we just give it another little tease here? Because I'll just come off this roundabout and it just spins all 4 wheels and revs out to nearly 8,000. It is crazy. I have never ever experienced a GR Yaris that has got this response, this much torque, this much power, but it drives like a stock car. It's nuts, and it goes through an MOT without doing any modifications. You can get it on track because the exhaust isn't super loud. It's got a resonated box on it as well. I think we have hit the mark here, and super enjoyable car. I'm chuffed to bits with it, and Phil, I really hope that you have a lot of enjoyment with this car. You give us your feedback with it. I think it is a very, very special car, and over the years, it's taken us a couple of years, it's taken some development work, but we've nailed it. We have nailed the perfect GR Yaris without going over the edge. You know, to get that 500 wheel horsepower, you have to go over the edge. You have to put the fuel system in it. You have to put the extra fuel pumps in it. It becomes noisier. You have to put a full frame turbo kit in it. You have to do more and more. But if you keep it at this kind of power, this 430 wheel horsepower, it's an incredible car. And this is what Toyota should have released. It should have been a 500 horsepower 1.6 3-cylinder. It should have been this, because although they've sold, you know, hundreds of thousands of these GR Yaris, they would have sold millions and millions of these GR Yarises if the package was this. But this is what we can bring to you. We can bring that 500 horsepower OEM plus car. Not a huge amount of money, a lot of money, but not a, you know, not a ridiculous amount of money to get your 500 horsepower 1.6 3-cylinder, you know, making that kind of power. But you would never ever know that it is modified. And driving this one, spending that extra time making sure it was balanced and it was all coordinated and everything was all tied together like it should be, and everything was within specs. This drives smoother than any stock GR Yaris that you're going to get in. You know, it's got heaps of revs, heaps of torque, heaps of power. It spins all four wheels when you just, you know, coming off a roundabout, so you know it's got lots of power and lots of torque. And it's on a standard H-pattern gearbox. We are limiting the amount of torque the engine can produce. We can make it produce more torque through the mid-range, but it is not needed. And we want to save the gearbox, so we want this gearbox to last. We don't want to break the gearbox. We want everything to last as long as possible. But I'm just going to go for it again because it's too much fun. Oh my God. It is just wow. Wow. That's the only words that I can explain. It is absolutely fantastic from every aspect. From the handling, from the brakes, from the seats. Benz string theory seats, nice and good, tight on your shoulders. The steering input, nice and sharp. The brakes, nice and sharp. The engine, heaps of power. And we've got other little goodies like we always do at SRD Tuning. We always put some spicy flames and spicy anti-lag as well. But this has got the cap. We can't go too crazy, so we can't have 10-foot flames out the back of it, but we can still make it have anti-lag. So I'm on an anti-lag section now, and it hits so hard. Little flick on the steering wheel between all your maps, so map 1, map 2, map 3, map 4, all of the stuff that you get when you get your car back from SRD. You get all the spiciness, all the flames, all the noises, and the extra throttle response that the anti-lag provides as well. Have we nailed it? The answer is yes. Yes, we have. We have nailed it absolutely perfectly. So it's got a little bit dark now. You probably can't see me, or it's getting to that point. So from me and all of us here at SRD, thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. It's another great car. Super happy with it. Everybody has put the hours in, done what they're meant to do, perfected it. You know, we try and get cars to that 99.99%, and this is maybe 100%. On that note, that's me signing off. And from all of us here at SRD, peace out.